movie or show, and every season there's, a twist and a plot twist or a turn. It really does feel like COVID-19 is giving us different series every year. There was a Delta variant, the Omicron variant, pardon? Yeah, back to back. And even though the WHO is saying that hopefully by next year, 2022, we should see the back of COVID-19. But that's if a lot more people get vaccinated, a lot more people get educated. And I'm hoping that we do, because obviously the vaccination rate in Nigeria is still very low. And I'm hoping that more people do the research they say they've been trying to do forever and get vaccinated so they can just say bye-bye to COVID-19. Yes, Omicron is one of the major news stories that broke, which was actually discovered by South African scientists. And of course, we also some of the kickback from that was the countries blacklisting certain African countries, the backlash that came from that, certain, countries closing their doors to Nigeria. And of course, the Nigerian government rising to the occasion this time, for the first time in not very many times, rising to the occasion and actually speaking up, as opposed to just, letting things slide. And then, of course, getting our powers back and allowing those countries, opening the doors back to Nigerians. So I'm going to open the phone lines. You can call me. Let's talk about some of the stories, the big stories that made 2001. Like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there are quite a number of, stories. If you've done newspaper review programs like I have done this year, then you've seen stories come and stories go. Quite a lot has happened. And we're going to talk about that now. We're on open phone lines, and you share with me, because what was considered as a big story to me may not be a big story to you. So we're going to look at some of these stories that I've mentioned already and talk about it. And I want you to share your thoughts on them today. All right, so I look forward to you calling in, sharing your thoughts and contributions. You can call me on 0809 155 1055. 0809 155 1055. And of course, this morning, there are quite a number of stories as well that we looked at. Even though we didn't have that much time to take your reactions and comments, but I will look forward to you calling in, texting in, or if you're live on Facebook, you can also join me. Thank you very much. If I can see those who are live on Facebook, thank you very much. And don't forget to share this video. You can also leave a comment. Give me a list, for example, of 3 stories that for you this year, and I'm sure, we've come a long way from January to now. We entered this year sort of with the COVID mindset. So COVID sort of came in from 2020 into 2021 with the restrictions. We all entered this year with capacity so a lot of the events that we attended at half the capacity, still being asked to, social distance, wash our hands and do the needful. But obviously, that didn't quite help. I saw a post on social media where somebody said, so are you trying to tell me that wearing your mask and then taking it off when you get into an event didn't work? Obviously, that didn't work. And even I do that, but I always think this doesn't make any sense, because why mandate people to come into an event with a mask when they're all going to take it off at the end of the day? It really didn't make sense to me, but it can be tough to have those masks on for as long as possible. Sometimes you really just want to breathe, and then at the end of the day, it really does defeat the purpose. So leave a comment if you're on Facebook, if you're watching live. Let me know what news story for you was a big story, was a wow story for you in 2021. We're going to go through a list that I have here. And of course, we're going to take your reactions and comments as well. Don't forget, you can text or call 0809 155 1055. 0809 155 1055. Okay, we've got somebody on the line right now, even though we do not encourage private numbers. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning. Okay, I really am not usually comfortable with people withholding their numbers. Okay, when you're calling us. So please feel free, open up your line and let us know what you'd like to say today to me this morning. There's a story for you that was a big story for 2021. Let me know. And of course, like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because this year was really a tough year for a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people were having to spend Christmas without their loved ones. There are quite a number of deaths all across the world, and then a lot of high-profile deaths, meaning that people that obviously everyone knows, celebrities, popular figures that we lost along the way this year as well, in the entertainment industry, political sphere, and all of that. So this has been a really, really tough year for a lot of people. So if you're one of those people, I'm definitely stretching out my arms in a warm embrace for you right now, and hoping that you get the comfort that you need for this season. All right, so when we come back from this break, we'll take a short break. We'll start our lineup of some of the major events for 2021. If you yourself feel like there was a major story that was major for you, you can call us on 0809-155-105. Actually, before we go in this break, let's take this one. Let me see what story you would consider as a major event in 2021. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello, Charles.
Yes.
Compliments of the season. Thank you very much for riding with us this year. We really appreciate you, Charles, and I hope you know that.
Thank you.
Thank you for always calling in, for your reactions and comments, always giving very interesting, angles to. We really do appreciate you. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
All right. So what would you say was the major story for you for 2021?
I actually want to react on this morning's program.
Okay.
I listened to Olusola Julius. I listened to Plateau. But I really want to disagree with...
what story exactly?
Of Plago, on people collecting gratification.
Okay.
Before voting, when you keep doing the same thing the same way, you don't get a different result.
Right.
So, you see now, when you collect gratification for people, for offering, for doing something, you don't have a moral justification
right.
to question such people. Now, that's it, because now when people go out of their way to search for funds and they give you, because they want you to vote for them, when they enter there, the first thing is to look for how to recoup their money.
Yes.
Not take it as an investment.
But that's why we call it weaponizing. But that's why we call weaponizing poverty, because if you're hungry, Charles, I think the last thing you want to think is that someone is going to, people dine with the devil, and they always talk about how when you dine with the devil, he comes back taking. So it really is poverty.
Listen, if you are poor, you are in poverty, and you are still willing to sell your life for another 8 years, you live perpetually in that poverty. So you must look for a way to liberate yourself out of the poverty.
Absolutely.
But the major thing I want us to do is, there are a lot of uneducated people that don't understand this platform we are using to communicate. How do we get to those people at the grassroots? Because those are the people that are easily used, most especially in the north. The uneducated one, and those people at the grassroots, how do you get to them to educate them to vote for the right people? I think that is the major thing we have to do to get the right people in place. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Charles. We really appreciate it. Thank you for calling in and for being a part of the program, for being a part of our journey this year. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate you. I've got somebody else here. Let's take this real quickly and then I'll go on my break. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Reverend Koye. Good morning.
Good morning and compliments.
Same to you, and you're also one person we want to appreciate and thank for being on this journey with us, Reverend Koye. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you know that. Thank you.
Thank God. Looking back at the year 2021, my heart is a bit caught when I look at governance in Nigeria generally. Governance in Nigeria is not what it's supposed to be. And I'm not talking about APC, I'm not talking about PDP now.
Right.
Neither am I talking about Buhari or Sheyi Makinde or anybody. But I'm saying that our politicians, the focus they have for governance is totally wrong. The focus they have for governance is, let us go there to have our turn. They go there to have their day. They go there using the code we are always used to go and chop. You remember, well, apologies to late Chief Bola Ige, when Afolabi said we brought Bola Ige in to come and chop. And Bola Ige said, well, I have come to serve my fatherland. I have not come to chop. I pray that our politicians will really see the office as the place to serve. Let's look at Nigeria all over. What can we say is working in this nation? And to compound it all, is the issue of insecurity. On the issue of insecurity, I have said it again and again and again, that it's not only the military that we should saddle with the responsibility of curtailing the menace of insecurity. There is a need to have a peace commission, a workable peace commission. Obasanjo keeps saying carrot and stick approach. There is a need for us to have a peace commission in Nigeria. We are not promoting the unity of Nigeria. They are just in government. How do we promote the unity of Nigeria? Everybody must belong. A peace commission that brings everybody together. This day you follow my fatherland, don't tire yourself.
Do you prefer a light-skinned girl or a dark-skinned girl?
It depends on what I like. I might see some features in a lady that is light.
You know? So, and I lay that blame on the psyche of our leaders, whose thought, whose reasoning is just to go to place, to go there and chop. I'm sad that 2023 is coming and it will still be the same old ways. What is going to change in 2023? There are a lot of things we left undone, and then we are planning for election. What is going to change? We keep doing the same thing the old way. What is going to change? There's not going to be a change. In fact, I have made up my mind that looking at 2023, I don't think I will vote, because it's going to be a wasteful exercise. We have been voting. I've voted 7 different times in this nation. We know, putting a lot into it. But what have we seen? Disappointment all over. So I'm saying to our leaders, I'm saying to our politicians, politics is the avenue to serve, not to chop, not our time, not to corner the resources of the nation. It's a place to say, what can I do for the people? It's to have a people-oriented mind. Not a situation where we are blowing the trumpet of an individual that he has done everything when he has even done nothing. Not when we blow the trumpet of party and say they have done all when they have done nothing. Go and look around the length and breadth of Nigeria. What are we proud of in this nation? There's nothing. And it's very, very sad.
All right. Thank you very much.
Looking back to 2021, well, personally, I want to give thanks to the Almighty God that I survived a very terrible illness. 3 months in the hospital. I thank God for that the Lord saw me through. I thank God that I still have life. But the hope we look up to in the nation is not there. May God help us to have a better Nigeria.
Amen to that. Thank you very much, Reverend Koye. Absolutely. Same to you. Thank you very much. We're also glad, for your health, Reverend Koye, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let me go on this short commercial break. When I come back, I know a lot more people want to react to some of the stories from earlier on, and of course, talk about the major stories that made 2021. I mean, a recent one is the Oni of Ife and his Olori. We'll talk about that when we come back. Don't go away.
Which might not be the other lady might not have it, which is dark skin. So it depends.
Light. Wow.
I prefer light.
Why?
Light. Because if I eat anything light, I can be able to walk, but if anything, I will just sleep.
God of mercy.
I'm a pastor, you know how they call me. Sure, you understand? I am a pastor. The one God has given to me. My wife is a dark lady. Though I like light lady, I like anything that will make your eye to be shine like this. But whatever God has given to you, just hold it like that.
Light skin guy because I'm black. Like pupa.
Mo like ọmọ dúdú. Ọmọ dúdú àwọn sábà tí sickness tán bá sickness tí wọ́n tètè máa ń gbọ́. Àwọn ọmọ pupa wọ́n bá sickness wọn tètè sickness wọn máa ń le.
Back on the street of Ibadan again, and it's usually fun to be on the street. And we're on the street to know if people still know the class of food we have, or we just eat whatever comes our way and review. Let's see what they have to say. Generally, how many classes of food? Okay, how many classes of food do we have? Are you sure? How many classes of food do we have? Classes of food. What's the English name for Akara?
That's cool.
Please, boss.
Jesus is Lord.
Chai! What's the English name for Akara? Akara. So yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon from the brown roof city of Ibadan, and my name is Setonji Stephen. I know you can't wait to see this video, man. You are going to enjoy this another episode of The Street Vox Pop on Splash TV. Have you sent a lady transport fare and she did not come?
Sure. Even I can't even count so many times.
Many times.
But there's nothing I can do about it.
Several times. All the way from Ekiti side. From Abuja. All of them they disappoint me. So that one from Abuja disappoint me with 15,000. Just relax. Now they take 5,000.
You are a foolish man. Have you ever sent a lady money to come over to your place and she did not come?
It has happened.
Yeah. Like how many times?
Just once.
Just
supposed to do me again, but I don't chat.
Okay, you don't chat. We'll say. So, what reason did she give that made her not to come?
Actually, it was something very stupid. She said the girl is older than me.
Okay.
Yes, she's 18. She's 28, and I am 18. She took advantage of that.
Have you ever sent a transport fare to a lady to come over to your place and she did not come?
Yes.
What reason did she give you?
Maybe she just scammer.
Has the guy ever sent you transport fare to come over to his place and you did not go?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure, why?
Nothing. I just feel like
get out of here.
Vibe killer, me I no go take shit.
Do you want your daughter to be treated the way your boyfriend is treating you?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he was very loving and caring. Really? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you want your daughter to be treated the way you've treated your ex?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Because you treated him well?
Yes.
Okay. You have a current boyfriend?
Yes.
Do you want your daughter to be treated the way he's treating you?
No.
Why?
Nothing.
Oh, hell no!
No. Yeah.
You said no.
Because I don't know what happens. I don't treat my girlfriends right good. Like they're always happy with me.
God! Wow!
Yeah.
But you said no at first.
Actually, I didn't get the question in the first place very well.
They're always happy with you.
Yeah.
Like what do you do for them?
That
you want a guy to also do to your daughter?
All what they need from me.
You give them.
Yeah.
Oshé Kubana.
Wagwan guys, your boy Onafuwa, and I'm live in the street of Ibadan to see how fast people can say these words. Brown leather, yellow leather. Let's go and stay tuned.
Brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather.
Brown leather, yellow leather, 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 brown leather, yellow leather.
Brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather.
The yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather.
Let's see you.
Brown leather, yellow leather, 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 brown leather, yellow leather.
Oh God of mercy.
Brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather, brown leather, yellow leather.
Wagwan guys, it's your boy Onafuwa and I'm here live in the street of Ibadan in Challenge, and I am going to meet random people and tell them to sing along with me to do the K. Stay along and stay tuned.
I cannot wait to see you.
Charam the wearing for. Charam the wearing for. Oh no, you know.
How much I really need you.
They pray for you.
In my heart.
Yes, my family pray for you. Yes, my family pray for you.
Bruh. You are the
child I'm waiting for.
Really? Oh, in my heart.
Welcome back. I hope you're doing good wherever it is you're listening to us from. This is Splash 105.5 FM. We are the Integrity Station. And of course, my name is Ronke Giwa Onafuwa. I hope you're doing great this Tuesday morning. It is currently 26 minutes gone past 8 o'clock. And on the program today, we're looking at some of the major news, obviously, that we heard in 2021. And there were quite a few. So I'm trusting you to also call in and share for you which news story was a major event for you in 2021. As we round off on 2021 and, of course, look into 2022. We're just doing a roundup of all of the news stories that made major news. This year, I can't believe that it was just this year that there was a Twitter ban in Nigeria. It was on the 5th of June 2021 where the Nigerian government officially put an indefinite ban on Twitter, restricting Twitter from operating in Nigeria after the social media platform deleted tweets made by the Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, warning the southeastern people of Nigeria. Obviously, it feels like a long time ago now because, people have been using VPN to access Twitter. There's still people on Twitter. But sad to say that we still have that unofficial ban hanging over our head. And even though they say they have been in talks with Twitter and that soon that the ban will be lifted, we haven't heard too much in recent times. But there are people who have continued to, go about their, activities on Twitter. But I do hope that, it's something that the government will still continue to look at because obviously getting on, using the VPN is something that a lot of people have been warned about for a long time now. The fact that if you have a VPN, it's important to note that there could be a security risk. So if you have a VPN, especially if you have one of those that's free on your phone where you also have your bank apps, it makes you susceptible to hackers who can access some of your private details. So that's something you should know. But yes, there are people who are still obviously using Twitter, but not as many people as used to be. So we're hoping that before the year runs out, the government has a few more days to lift this ban so that people can continue their life on Twitter. All right, so you call us on 0809-155-1055. I also mentioned earlier the NSAS panel report was also major news this year. For a long time was a hot topic. As this year was the first year anniversary of the NSAS protests. And of course, after the protests, there were quite a lot of argument as to, was it a massacre, where the government was talking about, nobody was killed, and there were people who said there were eyewitnesses at the protest ground who insisted that obviously people were killed. A panel was set up, thankfully, and of course, we also the outcome of that panel this year. All right, we've got somebody else here on the line this morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yes, thank you.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
Yeah, Reverend Odeni.
Good to have you here, Reverend Odeni.
Thank you. You see, in the year 2021 would be a year that the Lord's prayers are life. It will be a year of history that Nigeria will never forget. Because it's full of so many calamities. See, after that, let me say, anytime Reverend Koye Ladele speaks, I always respect him because he speaks the right and the truth. He hits the nail on the top. But at the same time, you see, we, the electorate, we have our own fault. The election is far approaching now. A cup of rice and 500 naira will be enough for some people. And they forget the pain of all these years. So if the electorate can we can make up our mind that we will never even go to the polling booths. Let's see what are they going to come? Where are they going to give the results? You see, I made up my mind not to vote in 2015.
Okay.
And in 2019, I made up my mind to vote for Governor Sheyima today because I said, yes, this is a new breed. And I hope things will change. And the Lord will have it. The Lord had a prayer in Oyo State. And Oyo is different from all that state. So thank you.
Okay.
And we hope 2022 will be a year of blessing for Nigeria.
Amen to that. Amen. But, thank you very much,
2021 is a year of lesson. We learn our lesson in a very hard way.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for calling in. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. This is, kind of like the second person who's going to talk about, 2023 is around the corner, and I hope everyone can bear in mind, you must note that from next year, obviously, a lot of politicking is going to happen. Reverend Koye made mention of what we're going to be doing differently this time around so that we don't get the same result that we've always had. If you also feel dissatisfied with the current president or this current administration, let me say that, what are you going to do differently? What can we do differently? That's the question you ought to be asking yourself, because from 2022, politicians are going to start to look like, gold to you once again, where they're going to start to polish themselves and come at your door and start to seek, your voice. So what are you going to do differently? Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you, and what's your name, please?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Who's speaking, please?
It's Shola from Iwo Road.
Shola from Iwo Road. Thank you very much for calling in. Go ahead. What's your contribution today?
Okay. I don't know why some people are lamenting now, because they told us to vote for President Muhammadu Buhari. Even in 2019. Hello?
Yes.
One was even inviting everybody to come to Aso Rock for inauguration of this president for the second time.
You never let Reverend Koye leave down. Wow. Okay, so I guess that was a subliminal message for Reverend Koye. Or, well, maybe not. Let me not put words in his mouth. All right, number to call is 0809-155-1055 is the number to call. All right, let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
What's your name, please?
This is Kayode from
Okay,
Ojo.
Kayode. Good morning.
Yeah. I think in this program, everybody is entitled to his opinion.
Exactly.
the idea of attacking individual because of their previous comments or present comments, I think is not too good. So please, whatever anybody has to contribute, let them contribute it. Then concerning the political era that we are about to enter, I would love to advise all the elites, and I want to plead with some of our people that said they are not willing to vote or to participate in the voting by next election, because these people knew their weapons, and the weapons have been the illiterate. And they have been using the illiterate because the illiterate outnumber the elites in this country. But the few elites, if they are able to capture the political cloud, at least they will be able to shape and decide who becomes our leader. But if you look at most of the political arena, the people we have there, majority of them are illiterate. There are people that are not learned. Many of them are not even listening to this kind of program, whereby they will be enlightened. So that is why the few elites that are interested, let them join a political party now, and let that be a way of them now contributing their own. You know, we say, we all have to participate so that we too can have a say in what is happening. Also, these people have started preparing their weapons. And what is that weapon? The illiterate. They give them few bags of rice. Some people, 200 naira is enough for them to set their conscience. If somebody can kill a fellow human being for 1,500, then how much more giving that person 200 naira to vote, and you think he will not vote? So please let the elite participate in this forthcoming election, and it will go a long way in determining those who lead and direct us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate your comment. Absolutely. I don't think that signing out or saying I'm not going to participate is the solution. We must participate, I believe. Because like you said, if we refuse to participate, then we can't complain when, at least the fact that you have a right to complain is because you participated. But people who don't participate, I always just feel like if you didn't participate, then how do you say you have a right to now complain when they're not acting appropriately? All right, looking down at some of the major news this year as well, was this year that campaigner for Yoruba self-determination, Chief Sunday Igboho or Sunday Adeyemo, was arrested in neighboring Cotonou, Benin Republic, while trying to travel to Germany. So that was also major news this year. We've seen how things have also been panned out. Looks like there haven't been much resolution. Like, for example, even the major news, I don't know what's happening with the Ikoyi building. I remember some weeks ago that one of the mother of the copper that died in that building was also crying out that, the body of her daughter had not been released to her. There's not been resolution to a lot of the major news. Look at this Sylvester Oromoni case as well. Although some of the boys that were arrested were granted bail, the bullies, but we haven't seen much resolution to some of the major news. I mentioned the Twitter ban as well. Not much of a resolution as well. I mentioned the Twitter ban, the NSAS panel. There's still a lot of discrepancy going on there. So it feels like this year is ending with quite a lot of books still open. There's no closure, no resolution to a lot of the issues or a lot of the things that have sort of happened this year, if you agree with me. All right, so call me on 0809 155 1055. If there's also a major news story that for you was a big one in 2021 and you'd like to speak on it. But thank you to all of those who have already called and shared their thoughts and contribution. If you're also watching live on Facebook, feel free to leave a comment. I will be reading those in a moment as well. All right, we've got somebody here. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
I'm Jonathan Otulu.
Good morning, Jonathan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to speak on Twitter first and foremost. Twitter, yes, the government have been able to place a ban, which we were hoping by the end of the year. Even I was thinking within a space of 3 months, it will have restored and lifted the ban. But up to now, to my disappointment, in a country where the youth are more dependent on social media for easier communication, easier access to news, they are looking at the dark side. The government is not looking on the brighter side with which Twitter can be
utilized,
can be of the help to every one of us. That is that one. Then about the issue of Sunday Igboho, I would quickly like to comment is that the Yoruba people are not united. Very sorry about that. Apologies to the Yoruba people. They are not united. Sunday Igboho, following up on him, he has been a major. He is not an ordinary man at this point. He is a hero fighting for his people. But the people he seems to fight for are the ones even right now they betrayed him. Now they are not making any move to even bring him out. It's very disappointing. They should be united and a common cause which he has, which is stood his ground on. They should follow it. They should make it work. They should. The youth of the Yoruba, they should see him as a mentor for liberation of the Yoruba people. But they are not saying it in that direction. Thirdly, I will quickly comment on Oni of if there is it Royal Majesty or Imperial Majesty. At the beginning of his, let me say, his reign, I have seen him in the Christ way, in prospect of the ways of Christ. But these things are happening at this point in time that the queen, so to say, are leaving him. I wouldn't blame him. Because in Nigeria, the monarchical system in Nigeria is different from England or Scotland or what have you. For instance, in England, coronation is being done by the church. Okay?
Right.
Fine. There are traditions, there are customs, there are ways of life of the English people. But the coronation, the authority, the kingmaker, yes, the kingmaker solely is the church. The responsibility of the church to make the king, isn't it? But in Nigeria, the traditions are backed up by power. Let me just put it that way, in quotes. Power that be.
Right.
Okay? Yes, how ancient they might be. If, for instance, the Oni officer's coronation, the authority was established by the church, for instance, or let's say an African instituted church. These Pentecostal churches cannot do it. Let us be very frank.
Okay.
Churches that are well grounded, like the Baptist, like the Anglican, like those Orthodox churches, even the white garment ancient ones.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, like we have Celestial.
Right. We get.
Lord,
yes, we get you.
If they had the authority of coronating him, of putting him on the throne, it would be easier for him. Right in his mind, he has God in his mind, he has Christ in his mind to follow up, to serve Christ.
Okay.
But
thank you.
In the matrimonial setup, it will have a kind of backlash. Because when they see you as someone that wanted God,
right.
But on the other way around, you are now serving, it shouldn't go well. So it is not the majesty's fault, it is the fault, it is what the system is.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution and your comment. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Do have a lovely day. All right. Okay, we haven't got too much time left. Also, major news stories this year, like I said earlier, where, death of some notable personalities. Sadly, the wife of Fountain of Life Church Pastor Namthio Dukoya died this year. Sound Sultan, Rachel Oniga, quite a number of prominent personalities. So you can imagine those who may not be famous celebrities who passed away this year as well. Sir Victor Owaifo died this year. Ada Jesus died this year. Quite a number of notable people. And I'm sure some of you know people who may not be celebrities, but you lost loved ones and family members this year as well. Maybe to COVID, may not be, but it definitely was something that happened. I mean, it was definitely big this year, and of course, we pray for comfort for anybody who lost loved ones this year. But on a high note, or on a lighter note, something that happened this year that was big, especially in the entertainment industry, was the reunion of the twin pop artists, P Square. They reunited this year, which a lot of people had been looking forward to and hoping that would happen, and that finally happened this year. So we hope that they're able to keep it together and, of course, continue to make great music as well. I'm trying to see if I can take one more telephone call, and then, of course, that will be it today. Okay, this is my last telephone call, and then that's it. Hello, good morning. What's your name, please? Hello, good morning. Okay, hi, Charles. You're my last caller. Unfortunately, there were some other people.
But when you do what is good. I want to commend the state and federal government for paying salaries of workers, even with the COVID-19, with what COVID-19 did. They still try to pay the salaries of workers, even though the salaries are small. And because they are steady in coming in, at least we put smiles into the face of people. And then lastly, the highest point of this year is the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. Because I want people to always address their grievances the right way and not going through propaganda or castigation or destroying the name of the country. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Charles, for calling in. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for listening and for participating on the show today. Next time I'll be here will definitely will be New Year's Eve. So I think I still will have some time to speak to you before the year runs out. But we've got more in store for you. As of course, Tifun Tedo comes up at 9 o'clock all the way until 10 o'clock. And then so much more lined up just for you. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Thank you for joining me on the show. Thank you, Facebook, for watching as well, for your comments as well. I appreciate them. And of course, I will talk to you later at 1 o'clock when we'll bring you the major news package. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa. Good morning.
Splash FM 105.5.
This Christmas, now Maggie get the recipe. As we dey celebrate, the chop with your love, merriment, they circulate. Hey, everybody they jubilate. Enjoy the moment, no worry yourself. So merry, merry, merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And happy, happy New Year. Happy New Year. God go make you better. Make your chicken bigger. Merry, merry, merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Jollof, oh jollof, everything done set you. So no worry yourself. God go make you better. Make your chicken bigger. Merry, merry, merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Maggie Christmas. With Maggie, cook the difference.
How do you say Merry Picmas in your language?
Merry Picmas,
Merry Picmasi. Aku odun, aku yedun.
Yawa, Merry Picmas. Merry Picmasi.
No matter where you're from, the spirit of Picmas stays the same. So share love and nourishment with the nourishing goodness of Peak that keeps you going. Merry Picmas from Peak.
Peak, rich for your peak.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heartwarming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
trusting us to serve you across our multi-channels and for being a part of our journey all through the year. Season's greetings from all of us at Access Bank.
I was an idiot.
I love you. I love you.
That's why my heart is a beat like do bang.
That's not you. That's not you. That's not you.
Kenny. That's why my heart is a beat like do bang.
And this is another episode of Splash on the Streets, where we ask the people of Ibadan interesting questions. You want to know today's zone? Let's meet on the streets. Between a car and a house, which would you prefer to get first?
I'll go for house now.
Why?
Because it's more durable and it gives someone more comfortability and it's an asset. You know, and it has future more than buying a car.
Okay.
You understand? A car is just to show someone's flamboyance, you know, a kind of being arrived and you know, and it makes people even to run after you. They thought you have a kind of much money in your hands, so I would prefer to buy a house first.
Priority matters, but first priority in this country is having a car.
Why?
Just to make for your easy movements. But the number one thing is to have your house, because you can't live in your car with your family members.
So personally for you, which one would you pick first?
I can't decide until I ask my partner. Because once you are married, you are no longer yourself, you are now one. So it's not all about you, it's about you and your partner.
I prefer house than a car.
Why?
Because if I have cars, I cannot sleep inside car wherever I'm going. But if I have house, whenever I'm living in the house, I'll have a home.
Okay.
Ilé ni màá kọ́ra. Ilé ìjàmọ̀, mọ́tò mọ́ jàmọ̀, nítorí mọ́ náwó sí mọ́tò ni, ṣùgbọ́n lé ọkàn mi ò bá ilé lórí.
First, house. Why? Because I can have issues with car later on, but house. Oh, she one paper on money. Like you say, you get like that. It's for a very long time, and look old. You can just review. Car, you just dispose it, sell everything. That's okay.
Now house.
Why?
House is an asset. Why car is liability?
When you ilé wa okay, because motor lele yìí at any time motor le license, so o le to be le license means to ti ní damage tí kò sí pé bá kiri kankan mọ́, so o ti lose motor nìyẹn. Ilé ò move lọ anywhere at any time kan o tún lè fi lè ṣe another business mi tó jẹ́ kó tún lè mówó wọlé fún ẹ, either kó fi rent àbí kó lọ bí baby bóyá orí pé ilẹ̀ yẹn ti wà orí ilẹ̀ yẹn ti wà increase in price, ó lè ta kó tún fi lọ wá local place mi tó tún máa tún ra tó tún lè build another house sí, so ilé pè mí o, ó sì wà important gan.
Wise man said, follow the stars, there you shall find a piece of advice. Five pillar, love is somebody time, protect my energy from your bad aura.
What's the English name for amala?
Amala. Amala. Ẹ̀rọ kò sí okay ebo amala ní nǹkan tẹ́ ń try láti sọ. Cassava yam na, cassava flour.
I just know it's called yam flour, but I don't know.
English name for amala?
Amala doesn't use English name. Amala is normally we call it amala.
English name of amala. Amala na amala jẹ́ lórí ibo na ego. Na amala is amala na.
Yam flour.
Amala, black. What are you calling it? Black yam.
Hello Ibadan, this is Splash FM on the street again, and my name is Abimbola Balogun. This is the city of Ibadan, and we're about to serve you those hot questions as usual. Now you know now. Would you allow your girlfriend to sleep with her ex for 20 million naira?
Ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
I can allow you now.
Yeah? Hey, wait.
So
love for money. Just
I tell you, I don't love someone.
Ciao, ciao.
Chap. What are you talking about?
Money now. I white gongo.
Money now. I'm talking about money.
Money is
Okay, go ahead, signal. That's shop bank and I go collect that waiting day there.
I can't do.
20 million naira.
No, I can't. I can't.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm going to get that for us. So why are you going to?
She's going to provide you 20 million naira.
Hero!
Yes, so it's your boy Onafuwa and I'm back on the street to tell people to sing along to Eleko by Mayoko. Stay tuned and enjoy.
Pardon?
Sorry, we go put it down.
It's supposed to be the other way. It's supposed to be the other way.
Orí ìyá mi ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ebi jájọ ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Now, I cannot one time.
What's my low olúwa yìí mọ́? Orí ìyá mi ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ebi jájọ ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Àwọn tó wọ́n mi ẹ̀ ní sọ.
Silly boy.
Carry when I fire too. Carry fire head.
How?
Baby, give it to me.
If he's never been down.
Jesus is Lord.
Come on, let go.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hello, beautiful people of Ibadan. Welcome to another interesting episode of the Splash FM Vox Pop. My name is Abimbola Balogun, and we're about to enter the street again, you know, now to give you all those roots cracking and hilarious questions. Stay tuned, keep it locked down because I'm sure you want to laugh now. So wait, I'm back. Can you take a bullet for your partner, for your girlfriend?
I can't take a bullet for anybody.
Really, anybody?
Nobody. I can't take a bullet for anybody.
Not even your siblings, your parents?
Nobody. I can't take a bullet for anybody. Everybody.
You like yourself too much. You like your life.
Everybody collect his own bullet. So how should I take a bullet for anybody?
Wow. Thank you very much.
I can't.
Why?
If I take bullets now, I can die.
Yes, I know. That's why I said, can you do it for love? Someone you love so much.
I can't love.
Bullet kwa. Hey, for my partner. I love you too.
Why we should go to
if I take bullet for my partner, if I can't die, you go for another person. That's good now. I don't die. That's
Bullet?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Why? Your partner that you love?
No, I can't.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
Why now? Why?
I can't.
Hello, beautiful people of Ibadan. It is Splash on the street again, and I am your baby girl, Abimbola Balogun. You know what to expect when you see us on the streets now. You know those rips cracking and hilarious responses to our questions. Now. Okay, so today again, you're not going to be seeing less. In fact, you're going to be seeing more. So just chill and relax because I'm going to do what I'm going to hit you soon. Every day I'm hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon. We breathe in oxygen, but breathe out what?
Oxygen.
We breathe in oxygen. What do we breathe out?
Oxygen. Atẹ́gùn ni.
Atẹ́gùn. Kí ni orúkọ atẹ́gùn yẹn? Yeah. Okay. You breathe in oxygen. What do you breathe out?
Breathe out. I did for challenge now. I do driver for challenge.
Let me help you.
Okay.
Èmi inú yín, ẹ̀mí oxygen sínú. Kí lẹ̀ ń mí síta?
Mo mí dára síta.
Mo sọ pé ẹ̀mí dára síta. Ó ní nǹkan tó máa ń pè nǹkan tẹ̀ ń mí síta yẹn.
Mi ò mọ̀.
We breathe in oxygen and breathe out what?
Okay.
We breathe in oxygen and breathe out what?
You bring oxygen. It's like maybe it's oxygen. Oxygen is maybe it's flowing up.
The oxygen is flowing up. Well.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Oxygen.
We breathe in oxygen.
Yeah.
What do we breathe out? You know, you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So we breathe in oxygen. What do we breathe out?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't want to try?
I don't have an idea.
Let's see.